Hello. Oh my gosh. I forgot. uh give me a give me just a moment. I just need to get ready. Whoops. Um I'll let you listen to some music again. Here we go. Just get in here. Oh no. Hold up. Hello? There we go. There I am. Hmm. That's I'm usually good about remembering, but I guess today, whoopsie. But anyway, hello. Um, welcome to the work slash study with me stream or study slash work with me. Um, so we're basically going to do this as the last time if you were here. If you weren't here, basically we're going to be doing the Pomodoro Technique, where we focus for 25 minutes, then we have a short break for 5 minutes, and then we go back to focusing. And after we've done, I think it's 3 focus sessions, we're going to have a little bit of a longer break, where we can chat for a little bit longer and let our brain unwind from all the focusing. But yeah, that's basically how this is going to work. I can tell you guys, I'm going to work with my YouTube videos because, as you might have noticed, I haven't updated my YouTube channel in about how many months? Like maybe a little bit less than 3 months, right? I'm sorry, guys. I've just been really busy with studies, and I was prioritizing just streaming instead of looking through my VODs and making timestamps and such. I could probably just upload them without the timestamps, but I like doing the timestamps so it's easier to look at them. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on, and you can go ahead and work or study with anything you'd like. Maybe you have an essay that you haven't finished yet, or maybe you have uh, some chores or whatever. Uh, we're here to go through them and try to keep our focus. I'm probably not going to be talking a lot during the focus periods. I might say a couple of things, like I might chuckle or be like, oh my god, I can't believe I said that. We'll see basically what happens. So don't be alarmed if I make noises. But yeah. Um, with that, I think we might as well start. So I hope you guys are ready. The first focus starts now. Oh, there we go. I'll turn up the volume a little bit for you guys. sounds so funny when the Sims are playing the xylophone in 2 times speed. Sorry, go back to work. that's the cue for our break. All right, let me just start the timer. Oh, that was actually it went pretty smoothly for me. For the most part, during that focus session, so that's nice. I think I'm a little bit rusty, so it's taking a little bit longer than what it used to. But apart from that, it went well. I think in this next focus session, I'm probably going to be a little bit quicker because, you know, I'll get into the swing of things, the groove, if you will. I hope that first session was productive for you too. And now you deserve a small break. I'm gonna go ahead and drink some water. This is especially important in these if you're in the northern hemisphere. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? To stay hydrated because it's really hot outside. At least it's very hot here. I would guess, I mean, even if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's always good to stay hydrated, even if it's starting to become cold in those areas. It's kind of. It is quite a bit of work to do the timestamps, but for some reason, it's kind of nice also to look back at what you did during the stream. And you get a few laughs out of it too. Especially right now, I'm doing timestamps for a Sims 2 video, and the Sims are very chaotic sometimes. They do not want to obey your orders. Like, I was watching now how my sim refused to put the toddler to bed, and it was so frustrating. But it was also really funny. And also a part where apparently I had forgotten to put a roof on my daughter's bedroom because we made an extension to the house and it became winter. So there was snow all over her room. I felt so bad. Oh man. Well, things like that happen. I actually remember to put roofs on stuff now. On the last Sims 2 stream. And that's probably because I was scarred from having my daughter's room have a bunch of snow in it. Oh well. Snow happens. But that just made me realize, like, hey, this room has been here for a while. She's just been living, watching the sky at night for a long time. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt. It's The Sims, so it wasn't that bad, but imagine if that happened in real life. That would be horrible. Although, I guess it's a bit difficult to not notice such things in real life, huh? Oh, there's only 30 seconds left. Make sure to stretch before we go into the next focus session. And also drink more water, or your preferred beverage. Maybe in the next one we can do some like actual stretches together. Perhaps. Well, that's our cue to go back to work. I'm gonna turn up the music. And go! Timer wasn't updating. Okay, it should be fine now, I hope. Sorry about that. Time for break time. Yay. Ah, nice. So, down a little bit more. Okay, so let me start the timer. By the way, I'm really sorry about for I think what 12 or like half of the time, like 12 minutes or something, the timer wasn't updating for you guys. I'm not sure why that happened. I don't know if I accidentally like closed down the tab in the wrong way or what happened, but oh well. I hope it wasn't too confusing when it stopped. I was lucky I noticed because I was, of course, paying attention to my work, and I just glanced to my other monitor with OBS, and I saw like, huh, has it only been like a minute? So then I double checked and I was like, oh, it wasn't updating. Okay. So sorry about that. But we got it under control eventually. And I the Sims video is now on my channel. I think the rest I'm probably going to release like each day. So there's going to be a bit of a buffer until you can see the latest stream. Of course, you can still watch it on my Twitch channel as a VOD until like, well, a week later. So it should probably be fine. But yeah, you can expect those to be released each day now. Although I'm only editing my second video at the moment, so we'll see how many I manage to edit today. I might also edit some tomorrow, depending on... I'm actually planning to meet up with a friend tomorrow, but that's probably not going to take the whole day, so I can probably work a little bit tomorrow too, or maybe after my Mass Effect stream. We'll see. I'll find time for it. Maybe I can do one of these streams next week too, because Lord knows I need it. It's so much easier to get things done when you're sitting down like this and having like the timer and this relaxing listening to music. It makes me more productive, at least. I hope it's the same for you. Also, Oh, now we didn't really do the stretch thing that I wanted to because I just started blabbering. But remember to drink some water, stretch your arms, stretch your back, stretch your legs, because there's soon going to be another focus session. I'm gonna go ahead and stretch my legs. A little bit at least. You know, it's a little bit underrated to get up and move a little bit when you're working. A lot of people know that it's good for you, but a lot of people don't do it. And I can recommend, if you've had a long day of studying or working, just getting up and stretching for a little bit. Like, it doesn't even have to be a lot, but it gives you a bunch of energy so you can continue focusing for the last stretch, you know? So go ahead. Stretch. It also doesn't have to be anything fancy. Make sure you're comfortable and do the stretches that make sense for you. I know some people take their breaks for dancing and stuff. That could also be fun. Right. That's enough stretching for now, because now it's time to focus again. Oh, I just realized something. You guys can't hear the timer when it's like ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum. Oh. Unfortunately, I don't think I can fix that. Unless I open up another browser. Because the problem is, since I'm editing my videos and putting timestamps and stuff, you're going to be able to hear that if I share the browser audio, which isn't ideal. So just trust me when I say time is up. Alright, so I'm gonna turn up the music and we'll get back to studying or working. Alright, the timer starts now. the timer. It has been here. Here we go. So the timer has told us that it's time for a break once more. So there we go. The timer for our break has started. So now we have 5 minutes. Chillax. Nice. I'm getting into the swing of things. One problem that I have though is I'm using YouTube's built-in like editor, just because I want to remove like the breaks when I use the restroom and stuff like that. Oh, sorry, it's not updating. There we go. Yeah, so when I leave for the restroom, I usually cut that out. And it's pretty easy to do in YouTube. The only problem is that it takes a while to process. So whilst it's processing, I can't really do the timestamps. I mean, I could if I want to do math, but I don't really feel like doing math. So I need to wait for it to be done editing, and then I can continue. So that's a little bit of a bummer, which makes it so that, well, I can't really... I can still edit them and add timestamps before they've been edited, but after they've been edited, I can't really tell what time it will be in the video, so I'll have to wait until it has updated. I hope it doesn't take too long. Worst case scenario, I'll do the parts after I've used the restroom later. Like, it's not that it's not that complicated. It's just a little bit annoying, you know? But yeah, make sure to drink some water, stretch a little bit. I shouldn't really be talking about work in my break, but I think it's fine. It's fine. When I'm in the groove and in the swing of things, I feel like it's fine. I hope you're getting work done too. I keep saying that, but I still hope it. And I also hope the music is alright. I wasn't really sure what kind of music to play, but I thought lo-fi is nice to listen to whilst you study or work, because it's not too in your face. It's just, you know, enough. It's soothing in a way. So I hope it helps you. And if you really don't like the music, I guess you could mute it. It's up to you, really. But I also hope the timer isn't like too distracting or anything. It's more so that you know how far we've come. I'm guessing the next break is probably going to be the longer break, which will be nice. Usually when I study on my own, I usually watch like a video or play some games or something in my small breaks. I usually don't really have time to play in the 5-minute intervals, but when it's like 15 minutes, you can boot up something, play for 10 minutes. But there aren't a lot of games where you can do that, I suppose. You can do like Sudoku or something where you don't have a lot of time pressure, you know? but if you watch a video, you can just pause it, which is really nice. I would recommend that if you haven't tried it out. Unless watching videos would be annoying too, I suppose. I guess we all have our own way to relax, huh? Oh, that's the timer. In that case, it's time to go back to work. I didn't stretch my legs this time, which I'm probably going to regret, but I think I'll survive. I've sat down for longer periods of time. Alright, I'm gonna turn up the music. And we'll get back to work starting now. so lucky in this RuneScape video. Holy shit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
back, but you can keep on working. Alright, I'm back. I hope you kept on working. If you didn't, go back to working or studying. for our long break. Ooh, let me start the timer for that. There we go. Nice. Ooh, I think we deserve the long break now. Whilst I was away, I got some snacks so I can refuel my energy before the next focus session. There we go. Nom 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 nom. It's a little bit sad because it's quite hot in Sweden right now. So I have some chocolate. But the chocolate is like soft because it's warm. So it's not the ideal chocolate temperature. But it still tastes good. That's nice. But yeah, I feel like the last focus session went by so quickly. It didn't feel like 25 minutes. To me, it felt like, I don't know, maybe at most 15 minutes. It was strange. Time really flies when you're focused. I would have hoped to have more done at this point, but honestly, if YouTube wasn't so slow, I would have had like two more videos completed, so like 3 videos completed, I think, or at around ish. Maybe I would be at like the last couple of timestamps on the 3rd. I think so, at least. But since YouTube is slow and not updating my videos quickly enough, I'm only like halfway done with like 3 videos, I think, and 1 is completely done. Or it's a little bit more than halfway through on most of them. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying, but can't really do anything about that now, can I? Oh well. That's fine. Ooh, something we can talk about. I've mentioned this on a bunch of streams before, but I've been playing Dragon Age Origins, to be precise. And I really, really like that game now. I finished it a couple of days ago, and then I started playing. I was going to start the second game, but then I realized that there's a bunch of DLC too, like that I have to play. So I started Awakening and I finished Awakening yesterday. Really late. But it was really fun. One thing I didn't really like about Awakening, without spoiling anything, because I don't want to spoil it in case you haven't played it yet, because I really recommend you playing Dragon Age if you haven't already. But anyway, something I didn't quite like was that certain characters from like the normal story, I would have thought they would be there. but they weren't. I'm sure there's an explanation for that. Like maybe they're off somewhere else and doing something. Um, but I thought it was a little bit strange, especially considering what that DLC is about. And I also thought it was strange that one of the characters, at least for me, like there were two characters that I expected to be there, and one that was there that I did not expect to be there. So I don't know, that was a little bit strange. I also thought it was a shame that the new NPCs in that DLC were like, I suppose, I would have liked it if you could romance them a little bit. Like, I know it sounds strange, but I really like the romance aspect of games. So I would have appreciated it if I could at least flirt a little with them. I guess, like, because I tried to be friends with everyone. Like, I gave them a bunch of gifts, and I tried to, like, please them, but also be true to, like, how I want my character to present themselves. Which is, in general, very honest and nice. um, so yeah, I thought that was a bit of a shame. But maybe we'll see those characters later. I'm not sure. Another thing I thought was not strange, but a bit annoying, was that in the end of the DLC, you basically have a decision to make. And at first I thought, oh, well, there must be a way to do both, right? But apparently not. Or there is a way, because I looked it up afterwards. There is a way to do both, but the game is only going to count this as you doing one of them. So that was a bit disappointing to me, at least, because I wanted to do both of the things, and I had prepared for such, and then it turns out, no, you can't do that. So I was a little bit let down by that. But I decided to go with I did, okay, so basically I did one of the options first, and then I was like, no, I can't do that. That's so I mean, I don't want to, let's say, leave my friends behind. So I decided to go back and redo it. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed in that, because I wanted to do both, and I thought I had prepared for both. But the game doesn't care, apparently. So yeah, that was a little... I mean, I've been happy with like everything in that game. Of course, I've noticed like some bugs and stuff. I actually had to install a mod to fix a bug, because there are some of the NPCs that can join you. They like join you at different times, and if you have 2 of the like 5 NPCs, or I guess it's technically just 3, 2 of the 3, if you add them last, they can't like become a Grey Warden, because the game is basically like, hey, we need to progress the main story. So I had to install a mod to fix that, because I wanted them to be a Grey Warden. Because that was also one of my quests, and it didn't let me do it, and I was really frustrated. So I fixed that. But yeah, I've noticed there are some bugs in that game, and I suppose it's not that strange. Most games have bugs. um, like, I'm not sure if I told you guys about in the main story, like one of the last things you do, I had a really tough decision. Okay, in general, because I romanced Alistair, I had a lot of trouble at the end of the game. I needed to make some decisions that I wasn't really okay. In terms of how should I put this? In terms of what I wanted to do, I did the things that I wanted to, but in actuality, maybe not. I was basically an Alistair pleaser, and I mean, I see it as my character being very in love with Alistair, and because of that, they make some decisions that maybe aren't the best, but that will make Alistair and my character happy. So I had to make some tough decisions, and also the fucking audacity of the game to one of the decisions you have to make. There's a cutscene after, if you agree. And the audacity to have them force me to watch it. I was very mad. But at the same time, it makes sense that you would be mad in that situation. And honestly, I'm just happy the game made me feel that way. But yeah, I was a little bit ticked off by that. In a good way, not in a bad way. I wasn't like mad at the game because it made me make a tough decision. It was more like, I can't believe you made me do this. You know, like a loving, begrudging kind of feeling. Like, I hate you, but affectionate. And also, it was also a bit weird because before I agreed to that thing, there was like a bug, I think, in the dialogue, because Alistair was talking like he was something that he wasn't, without spoiling anything. And I don't know if it was just a bug or whatever. I don't know. I haven't really checked if anyone else has had that interaction. But yeah, it was strange. Sorry, I took a bite of my chocolate. In general, Dragon Age so far, fantastic game. Would recommend. It has its quirks, like it crashes a bunch, so you have to, or at least I saved a lot so that your progress doesn't suddenly disappear. It does autosave sometimes, but not maybe as much as you'd wish. So if you're picking up Dragon Age Origins, save all the time. You're going to thank me later. Because it's an old game, so when you play on high graphics, I think it's something with the RAM. The game basically goes like, ha, bye bye, and just crashes. Hello, welcome. You're just in time for our next focus session. Our break only has 10 seconds left. Oh no. But welcome. I was just talking about Dragon Age in our break. But yeah. Oh my god. Our 15-minute break is up. Oh no. Yeah. It's time for our focus session now. So. Oh. Yeah. No, I'm going to turn the music up a little bit and we're going to start focusing now for 25 minutes and then we'll have another short break, which is only 5 minutes, because we're doing the Pomodoro Technique. Yeah, I'll turn the music up now and we'll start focusing. You might hear me laugh or make comments while I work sometimes. Yeah, I'll turn the music up. And we'll go back to studying or working now. Um, I killed cows for a long time in this RuneScape video. I'm like trying to find where I stopped. It just keeps on going. Oh, oh, it was just the ending of the song. Excuse me. is up. Time for a break. Ooh, let's go. Let me just start the timer. There we go. So, now we finally have our 5-minute break. Let's go. Good job. On those 25 minutes of focus. All right. I'm doing a little bit of stretching. It's like I don't know if you call it this, but when I'm gaming with my friends, I can sometimes go like shrimp shake to make sure people aren't sitting like shrimps. I don't know where I found that expression. I think I probably saw it on some social media site. And then since I saw that, I'm like, I'm using this. I have to make sure my friends aren't sitting like shrimps. But yeah, stretch, and also make sure to drink some water. My water is almost out, but I'll get some more water later, I think. But yeah, make sure to stay hydrated so that you can focus. And also feel free, like, to get more water if you need to. Use the restroom if you need to. You can do that during the focus time too. I'm not going to force you to focus 100% of the time. Although that is kind of the idea behind it. Take care of yourself. Don't strain yourself too much. You have to make sure that you're feeling good so that your brain can work. Or your hands, or whatever you're using for your work. In the case for me, it's mostly my brain and making sure the timestamps are correct. I actually noticed I have to make a thumbnail for this video on Monster Prom 3, Monster Road Trip. That's the one I'm editing right now. But I think I'm gonna leave the thumbnail for another day, or perhaps later in the day, because I don't really feel like doing it right now. I'm gonna focus on doing the timestamps, and I'll do the thumbnails later, because to me, at least, doing thumbnails, it can be either really easy or really difficult. If you have an idea in mind, it's usually easier. But if you don't have any ideas, you can sit there and be like, ugh. And when it's like that, I prefer to be on my own, I think. It's also like the final touch to the piece. Like, you know, when you have a cake and you put the topper, that's like the final part you do. And I kind of feel that way with thumbnails. They're like the icing or like the topper to the cake. Just makes it go that extra leap and be like finished. It also helps me keep track on which videos I've worked on and not. Although I think I'm gonna be a little bit confused because one of the RuneScape parts I'm working on, I accidentally put the like finished thumbnail on it. So I'm gonna have to make sure I finish that one, so I don't forget. Oh, well, kind of hot in here. I should probably get the fan from. Oh, that's our timer. But yeah, I should probably get the fan from the attic sometime soon. But yeah, it's time to go back to focus mode. I hope you guys are ready. I'm gonna turn up the music and start the timer. Let me turn it up. And I'm starting the timer in 3, 2, 1, let's go! Time to focus. I'm gonna go get some water real quick. Right, I got my water. I'm gonna keep on working. Oh, now it's been another 25 minutes. Let's turn down the music. Alright. Been another 25 minutes. The question is, should we push through and do one more 25 minutes? Or should we be done for today? I low-key want to do another 25 minutes, but I'm also getting a little bit tired, so I think I'm probably gonna be done there for today. I'm probably going to work some more off stream, but I want to have a little bit of a longer break now. So yeah, but I hope you got stuff done in all of those 25 minutes. How many did we do now? Was it like 6? Or I don't actually know. But I feel like we've worked for a long time now. So good job, everyone. I'm really proud of you. And also remember to drink some water, stretch your limbs, um, and make sure you're staying happy and healthy. Like, if you're hungry, go take a snack or make some dinner or lunch or breakfast. I don't know what time it is for you, but make sure you're treating yourself, especially after all of this hard work. Um, yeah, I hope this has been useful to you. It has definitely been very useful to me, so I'm probably going to do another one of these streams next week. Because especially now when it's summertime, I get very lazy and I don't do all of the work I should, which is a little bit of a problem when because, well, my studies are like over for the summer, so during the summer I don't have a bunch of course like classes or lectures or anything basically, so I have to maintain some sort of schedule so that I actually get some work done. So I hope this can be a useful tool both for you and for me. But yeah, I'm going to be streaming again on Saturday for some Mass Effect because we gotta keep that grind on. Last time we just did side quests, and we'll probably do the last side quest next time, and then finally progress the main story. Sorry how it's taken so long to do that, but yeah. Um and as I said, the new video is up now. It's a Sims video. And I'll be posting the videos I've been working on each day. So, or I hope so at least. It kind of depends on how quickly YouTube actually edits my video because it's being kind of slow, not gonna lie. I've been like making timestamps for a bunch of videos, but I haven't finished a lot of them because I've edited them. So yeah, a little bit of a bummer in that way. But I'm going to check later today if they're done, and then I'm going to do the last bit on those on my own. So yeah, have a great morning, day, evening, or night, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.